Right now, local organizations are offering guidance for those feeling lost after last week's Roe v. Wade decision. Plus, members of a Wisconsin Boy Scout troop among the injured after an Amtrak train derails in rural Missouri. And the city's planning commission votes on the future of a downtown Madison high-rise. News 3 Now at 10 starts now. Thank you for joining us. It has now been 4 days since the U.S. Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade, putting an end to 50 years of precedent. Now, every day since then, demonstrators have gathered outside of the court in protest. In just the few days since that decision came down, many local organizations have offered support and guidance. A group we haven't talked to about this yet is offering its own guidance, soon to appear on its website. Armand Rahman spoke with them this afternoon, and he's live in the newsroom with its message. Armand?
Charlotte leaders at Urban Triage in Madison consider the Supreme Court's ruling a stunning example of what they call white supremacy, disproportionately hurting black and brown women and members of the LGBTQ community who already struggle with access to safe and affordable health care. When the Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade Friday,
I would like to say we were shocked, or I was shocked, and I was not. It was more so a sense of dread and darn it, you know?
Brandy Grayson, the head of Urban Triage in Madison, says they shifted some focus from their work empowering black families and youth.
Now we're going to build a network of supporters, volunteers, funders, agencies, and folks across state lines that are supporting women who would like to have abortions.
To building an asset map for those communities they feel the court's decision impacts the most. Abortions, except for those where a mother's life is in danger, are now illegal under Wisconsin's 1849 law on the books, which means nearby Illinois is the closest option for many.
We have to figure out transportation. We have to figure out housing for them.
According to the CDC, in 2019, non-Hispanic black women made up almost 40% of reported abortions in the U.S.
We know that people will die because of this decision, and that those people will be the most marginalized among us.
In 2020, their rate of deaths while pregnant was almost 3 times higher than white women.
One of the ways is that black women are disproportionately murdered by the hands of their domestic partners when they have unexpected pregnancies. So we're anticipating that there would be more domestic violence for those who are surviving poverty. We're anticipating that there would be more increase in attempts for home abortions.
Grayson knows there are many logistical and legal challenges to work through, but she's stressing tonight, support is out there regardless of your skin color.
Just because a group of 9 people or whatever made a decision about your life don't mean that you're alone in it.
And Brandy Grayson says those in need of help can reach out to Urban Triage directly while they rework their website to have more abortion-related information next week.
A new CBS News poll conducted over the weekend shows most Americans disapprove of the court's decision. A 59% majority of U.S. adults disapprove, with 41% approving. Among women, 2/3 disapprove of the ruling. About half called the decision a step backwards for America, with 31% calling it a step forward. There is plenty of impact the decision to overturn Roe v. Wade has, both intended and potentially unintended. Today, we spoke with the executive director at Dane County's Rape Crisis Center, who believes the striking down of Roe is a massive setback for the victims they work with. Dana Pelabon is grateful Madison's mayor, sheriff, and district attorney have all stated they will not arrest or prosecute people who seek an abortion here in Madison. However, she says that doesn't mean much when there are no longer any providers left in town to perform it. Planned Parenthood has stopped its services across the state.
They do not have options in the state of Wisconsin to get that care. So persons then have to go to organizations outside of our state. They have to go to doctors outside of our state. They have to take a longer time off of work. And that's if people feel comfortable working with organizations that they don't know well.
Pelabon worries most about an uptick in domestic violence when a woman is forced to carry a child who is unwanted by their partner. Right now, she says their focus is on creating opportunities for their victims to seek options outside of the state. And new tonight, CVS and Rite Aid have started limiting purchases of emergency contraception. The companies say customers can only buy 3 pills of Plan B. CVS says it has enough supply, but there's been an increase in demand since last week. And be sure to stay with News 3 Now and Channel3000.com for all of your Roe v. Wade continuing coverage. Next at 10, taking a look high over southern Wisconsin. Another picture-perfect day today, but we do have a chance for some rain and storms tomorrow. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has a look at our certified most accurate forecast.
It was nice to enjoy some sunshine to start off the work week. High temperatures today just a little bit below average, but very comfortable in the upper 70s. Normal temperatures this time of year in the low 80s, and that's where we're expecting to land as we look ahead to your Tuesday. Right now, 62 in Madison, 64 in Janesville, about 68 in Mineral Point. We have a mostly clear sky overnight, and though temperatures right now just a little bit warmer than we were at 24 hours ago for our westernmost counties, we're expecting temps to pull back just a little bit more for us overnight, landing in the upper 50s. Our breeze should stay calm overnight heading into Tuesday morning, but things will pick up a little bit more in the afternoon tomorrow. We'll start off sunny for Tuesday, but a little more cloud coverage will build in the afternoon with a line of showers and thunderstorms for us expected late afternoon and evening. Notice those wind speeds also picking up about 10 to 20 miles per hour late in the day. That's not our only round of rain for the work week. We'll take a closer look at what's ahead and as we move into July in just a few minutes.
Developing right now, we're learning a Wisconsin Boy Scouts troop, and their leaders are among those injured in a deadly Amtrak derailment in rural Missouri today. The scout leader of Appleton Troop 73 says members of the group were on the train traveling from Los Angeles to Chicago that derailed in Missouri after hitting a dump truck that was blocking a public crossing. 8 cars and 2 locomotives jumped the tracks.
That sudden, stop. The 2 or 3 engines that were on the train did not derail, but the shockwave derailed the next 8 cars. And our kids were in various spots on the train, somewhere in the dining hall, somewhere in the gallery, somewhere in their seats when it derailed. We had a number of kids with some injuries.
One scout was trapped in the wreckage of one of the train car's bathrooms for about a half hour. We're hearing of no serious injuries with the Wisconsin passengers. CBS's Dina Demetrius has a closer look at how it played out.
7 cars of this Amtrak passenger train derailed and tipped over after striking a dump truck in rural Missouri Monday afternoon.
There are multiple injuries, and we can confirm there are 3 fatalities. 2 on the train and 1 in the dump truck.
The train was traveling from Los Angeles to Chicago when it hit the truck at an uncontrolled crossing.
So no lights, no electronic control devices, things such as that.
More than 200 people were on board.
We know of 1 female under the train.
Images from inside show passengers trying to get out amid destruction.
You heard a loud noise.
Passenger Sherry Schwans recounted the heroics she saw during the chaos.
There was one gentleman who lifted all of us in our train car up through the ceiling, and another passenger grabbed us.
Helicopters carried victims to several local hospitals.
Anytime you have a derailment of a train and multiple cars, it's not a good day.
2 Boy Scout troops were on board. The group says one 15-year-old scout rendered aid on the dump truck driver until he died. The National Transportation Safety Board is sending a team to investigate.
We've asked Amtrak if there's a forward-facing camera and internal-facing camera.
Officials say the track will be closed for a matter of days while the agency gathers evidence. Dina Demetrius, CBS News.
This is the second deadly Amtrak crash in as many days. A passenger train struck a car on a rail crossing in Northern California yesterday. 3 people died. New tonight, Madison police say 2 homes were hit by stray bullets on Friday after dozens of shots were fired at Demetral Park on the east side. Shots were fired at the same time fireworks were going off in the area. Around 100 people were at the park, but no one was hit. About a dozen shell casings were found inside the park shelter and on the basketball courts. Also new tonight, the city of Madison took the next step toward bringing down a high-rise building that the owner claims could collapse at any time. The Plan Commission heard from city inspectors before its vote on a demolition permit for 131 West Wilson Street. A spokesperson told the alders that the building isn't at risk of collapsing immediately, but it has likely reached the end of its lifespan. The city has closed the building at least 3 times since September due to structural concerns. The Plan Commission did approve a demolition permit tonight, but it is unclear when the owner will begin that work. In Rock County, the man accused of shooting and killing his coworker at a Janesville business earlier this year is pleading not guilty. 23-year-old Kevin Todd is charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide and 3 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety. He's accused of shooting 30-year-old Devin Hills at Precision Drawn Metals. He allegedly confessed to the shooting while speaking to police. Todd had only been working at the company for about a week prior to the shooting and said he was bullied at work. But police say employee statements do not support those claims. He's being held on a $1 million bond. New video tonight showing the aftermath of a Russian missile attack. 2 missiles slammed into a crowded shopping center in central Ukraine today, killing at least 3 people and wounding around 40 others. Ukrainian President Zelensky said more than 1,000 people were inside at the time of the attack. The Russian war on Ukraine is taking center stage at the G7 summit in Germany. President Zelensky virtually met with leaders of the world's leading democracies today. A source says he told the G7 leaders he wants the war in Ukraine to end by the end of this year. Meanwhile, G7 countries are working to starve Russia of its oil revenues. The summit began yesterday and it wraps up tomorrow. And check this out, a $325 million, 350-foot seized yacht owned by a sanctioned Russian beneficiary has completed its trans-Pacific journey and is now docked in San Diego. It is owned by a Russian billionaire. It sailed under the Coronado Bridge this morning before heading into a berth on the San Diego waterfront. The yacht will remain in the custody of the U.S. government pending its anticipated forfeiture and sale. The January 6th committee investigating the attack on the U.S. Capitol will meet for another public hearing tomorrow afternoon, and it's catching some by surprise as officials expected the committee to take a break ahead of the 4th of July holiday. The committee issued a statement saying it will, quote, present recently obtained evidence and receive witness testimony. News 3 Now will have live coverage starting at noon tomorrow. And new at 10, a huge milestone today for the Justice Department's investigation into the January riots. So far, 200 people have received sentences for their role in the insurrection. Out of the 830 defendants, 319 have pleaded guilty and 93 have received jail time. Also new tonight, the FBI has seized the phone of former President Trump's election attorney. John Eastman disclosed the search and seizure in court documents related to a lawsuit he's filing. The search was part of the Justice Department's investigation into January 6th. And according to court documents, federal investigators approached Eastman last week while he was leaving a restaurant with his wife and a friend. And still to come tonight, breaking ground on a new $33 million facility on East Washington Avenue. Plus, we're looking ahead to some showers tomorrow. Dana has her full forecast, including an early look at what to expect this holiday weekend.
Did I do that?
Every time.
You think she's still awake?
Don't worry.
Stealth mode?
Yeah. Shh.
Don't PTA meetings end at 9?
Oh, got lost.
Wait, what'd you guys talk about?
Oh,
The
Max.
libraries.
Fine. You can drive to practice this weekend.
Well, that was easy.
What?
I mean, I love you guys.
The Lexus RX, built for modern families.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
I'm Tim Michaels. My company was building the Keystone Pipeline, but then Joe Biden canceled it, afraid to offend liberals. Biden killed hundreds of jobs, sent gas prices way up, making everything more expensive. Only a career politician could make such a mess of things. I'm Tim Michaels. Liberals like Biden and Tony Evers are destroying our economy, and the hardworking people of Wisconsin, they're paying the price. As governor, I'll fight to make sure you keep more of your money, and I don't care who I offend to do it.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
Tomorrow, Josh Sprider's in the 608 at the restaurant that made curds and custards famous. Learn how passionate they are about supporting local farmers during and beyond Dairy Month.
And we're watching for storm chances Tuesday night. We'll be timing them out tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. If you are looking for a fireworks show to check out this weekend, we have plenty of options. In Madison specifically, there are two events, one at Warner Park after the Mallards game on July 3rd, the other at Breeze-Stevens Field on Saturday. Outside of the city, there are also shows in DeForest, Edgerton, Evansville, Monona, Portage, Stoughton, and Waunakee. We have a full list, including times and locations, on channel3000.com. If you have plans to fly this weekend, get to the airport early. The number of people who went through security checkpoints just hit a pandemic-era high. Yesterday, the TSA reported that more than 2.4 million people passed through its checkpoints. That's the most since February of 2020, before the pandemic tanked travel demand. New tonight, the U.S. CDC is investigating dozens of suspected cases of monkeypox all across the country. The CDC says it has received reports of 244 probable or confirmed cases of monkeypox as of today. The cases were reported in 26 states and Washington, D.C. California has the highest number of suspected cases at 62, with New York coming at a distant second with 37 reported cases. And on East Wash Avenue today, construction teams breaking ground on a new $33 million Wisconsin Youth Symphony Orchestra building. The school, founded in 1966, will host state-of-the-art rehearsal spaces. The new building is scheduled to be open next year. Well, there may be something unsafe on your patio. Solar-powered umbrellas from Sunvilla Corp are being recalled due to a potential fire hazard. The Consumer Product Safety Commission reports these items were exclusively sold at Costco stores in the U.S. and Canada. According to the CPSC, batteries inside the umbrella's solar panels can overheat to a point that it leads to ignition. And a new study published in the Journal of Nature Climate Change finds the number of hurricanes decreased in every ocean basin except for one over the past century. The study found the annual number of global hurricanes, typhoons, and tropical storms declined overall by about 13%. The number of storms only increased in the North Atlantic Ocean. The lead researcher said the drop in frequency does not mean storms are becoming less of a threat, saying while there may be fewer tropical cyclones in the future, it is likely they will be more intense. And Dana, I feel like they're already intense right now.
We're seeing the frequency of those higher level events. It's the same thing that we've talked about with our storms coming through the Midwest, also seeing perhaps lower tornado on the ground days, but higher events, higher impact events coming through. And that's a conversation that we're always having as things are changing.
Yeah, we can talk for days on this.
Yes. But I'll keep it short today. We'll focus on the forecast for right now. Temperatures currently sitting in the 60s, 62 in Madison. Overall, closer to the state line, about 65 for Monroe and Janesville right now, with dew points in the mid to low 50s. Doppler tracks nice and quiet. We had a nice sunny day, barely even a cloud in the sky, and overnight will stay mostly clear, starting off tomorrow with sunshine. Temperature-wise, things will warm up just a little bit more tomorrow. In fact, we're going to keep warming up heading into the weekend. Thursday, seeing 90 degrees, possibly even heat index readings into the middle 90s. This is going to come around with a few opportunities for some raindrops. We'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms late tomorrow, and then another opportunity late Thursday into Friday. We get through the rain during the work week, and that leads us just to sunshine and dry conditions for the weekend and for the 4th of July on Monday. Mostly clear overnight with temperatures falling to the upper 50s for our overnight lows. We'll be sunny to start off the day tomorrow, but the cloud coverage will build in the afternoon with the chance for a few showers in the early afternoon, but the main line builds in later in the evening, mainly that 7 to 10 o'clock block. Some of these thunderstorms could have some heavier rain and higher wind gusts mixed in, but not too concerned about any severe potential with us for tomorrow since it is coming through so late in the day. This clears out by midnight, and by Wednesday, we're back to sunshine with highs in the afternoon landing in the mid-80s. Should be mostly sunny outside for us for the middle of the week. Rainfall totals generally landing under 1/4 of an inch, but notice some areas where the thunderstorms pass through could bring some heavier rainfall. If they start to trail each other or slow down a little bit, rainfall totals could get closer to an inch for us. So not a total washout, but we do still need the rain right now. Overall severe potential still pretty low, a 1 on a scale to 5. Could still hear a few rumbles of thunder tomorrow, but really not too concerned again because of the timing so late in the day. Highs tomorrow in the low 80s, sun early on with the chance for showers in the afternoon. That main event coming through later in the evening. Wind speeds landing in the 10 to 20 mile per hour range. Will be sunny outside for Wednesday in the middle 80s for afternoon highs. Thursday, partly sunny, close to 90 in the afternoon with heat index readings in the middle 90s. Our next chance for showers and storms builds in late Thursday night into Friday. Saturday and Sunday will be dry, highs in the low 80s. And for the 4th of July on Monday, plan on a partly sunny sky with high temperatures in the middle 80s. We'll stay in the middle to upper 80s looking ahead to the middle of next week. It'll come along with a few more chances for showers and thunderstorms.
And coming up in sports, Wisconsin's Athletes of the Year, the UW duo that was named this year's Best Badgers on the court. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
After a serious accident, never take on the insurance company alone. Let us help. We'll go to work for you right away and take care of every aspect of your case. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike, because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Get 1.75% APR for 48 months on a new 2022 Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Spectrum presents Stream Home Makeover with JoJo.
We transform the Joneses' home, upgrading their entertainment experience with the best TV and internet services from Spectrum. Let's go. With Spectrum TV, you get your favorite channels and streaming apps, plus tons of on-demand.
Switch to Spectrum TV and internet for only $49.99 a month each with no contract. Call 1-844-480-4713.
Ready for more? Take a look. With the free Spectrum TV app, you can stream live sports, news, and more on all your devices, inside, outside, and on the go.
Wow, that's awesome!
There's more. We powered up the game room with Spectrum Internet, which gives you the fast, reliable speeds you need to power all your devices. And it comes with free security suite, so you can feel completely safe and secure.
Switch to Spectrum TV and internet for only $49.99 a month each with free modem. Call 1-844-480-4713.
Give your home a Spectrum Stream home makeover. Call now.
$5,000 a year. That's the burden of Joe Biden's inflation tax on Wisconsin families. They can't afford it. From the grocery store to the gas station, we're all paying the price for Biden's massive deficit spending. Ron Johnson has the courage to say no to spending that is mortgaging our children's future. And his small business tax cuts help them compete and survive the pandemic.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Every single day, we help families that have been tragically impacted in truck crashes. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. Truck crash? Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
A lot of Badgers had fantastic seasons this past year, but nobody did it better than what Dana Rettke and Johnny Davis did in their respective sports. The Badger duo were named Wisconsin's Athletes of the Year. Davis led Bucky to a Big Ten championship, while last week he was the 10th pick in the NBA draft, and Dana Rettke wrapped up her career winning UW's first national championship in volleyball and won pretty much every award in the process. Colin Wilder's football career is officially over. The former Badger safety announced his retirement from the game on social media this afternoon with a thank you note to the game of football. He posted, "I can walk away from this game because there was nothing left for me to give. I gave the game my heart, and it gave me so much more in return." In his final season in Madison, Wilder finished with 32 tackles and 3 interceptions. It was a little weird to see Ryan McDonough not hoist the Stanley Cup over his head last night as Tampa Bay's quest of a three-peat came up just short. The Bolts fell to the Avalanche in the finals. Now, obviously, the loss is going to sting for a bit, but the former Badger was able to put his team's run to 3 straight Stanley Cup finals in perspective after the Game 6 loss.
It's tough in the moment for sure. We had a lot of confidence and belief in that group. Because of what's been accomplished the last couple of years, we had a process that we go about and all the pieces to make things happen. And fall short. It's still an incredible run again. And they always say, this is the hardest trophy to win in sports.
Because it's John Deere Classic Week, how about this blast from the past? 2011 at TPC Deere Run, Steve Stricker winning his 3rd straight JDC Classic. And the Edgerton native will be back in the Quad Cities to play in this year's John Deere Classic. Stricker's played in the tournament 18 times, has 3 wins and 8 top 10 finishes. He'll be one of the favorites coming off a 2nd place finish in the U.S. Senior Open. Speaking of the U.S. Senior Open, what's coming to Wisconsin? Century World Golf Course in Stevens Point will host the championship next year from June 29th through July 3rd. That's just 366 days from today. Now, the AmFam Championship will tee off 3 weeks before the Senior Open. And it was an off day for the Brewers before they hit the road for a 6-day road trip, but Brent Suter didn't use his day off to rest. Instead, to read. The Brewers pitcher released the Spanish version of his children's book, The Binky Bandit, and spent the morning at Milwaukee's Urban Ecology Center reading his book in Spanish to kids. We're back after this.
This summer, prime rib is the star. Bite into the new Primal Angus Stick Burger at Hardee's. See Jurassic World Dominion now in theaters.
We all love reading the magazine, but did you know there's additional exclusive Madison Magazine content here on channel3000.com? Click on Madison Magazine for timely food stories and blogs on the local food scene that don't appear in the magazine. Find arts and entertainment and interesting Madisonians. There are featured columnists and online extras like photo galleries and videos. Channel 3000 and Madison Magazine. Together, they're your one source for all things Madison.
Tired of millionaires in the Senate like Ron Johnson who only look out for the rich and powerful? Mandela Barnes will be a voice for hard-working middle-class families. As the son of a teacher and a third-shift factory worker, he gets it. He'll make the big corporations and the rich pay their fair share and lower middle-class taxes to make things more affordable for us. Mandela Barnes knows it's about the middle class, not the millionaires. Courageous Leaders PAC Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Change it up and choose Dutch Boy from Menards. Get the best quality Dutch Boy paints at the best prices. Pick out the perfect color. We offer free custom color matching and tinting to create thousands of color options. And with Dutch Boy's easy opening, smooth pouring container, and no prep, no prime formula, transforming your home has never been easier. Save 11%. And all Dutch Boy paints now at Menards.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built Ford Escape with an available head-up display and pre-collision assist. And Ford Edge with available enhanced active park assist and intelligent all-wheel drive. Both are IIHS top safety picks. That's value built for America. Ford SUVs. Drive one today. Choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months only at your local Ford dealer.
It's Terrific Tuesdays at Hy-Vee. This Tuesday, chicken leg quarters, only 49 cents a pound when you buy a 10-pound package. Hy-Vee bite-sized Tostados, only 77 cents. 12 packs of Bud Light Seltzer, only $13.99. And 6 packs of Pepsi products, only $1.48. Tuesday only. For more ways to save on hundreds of items every day at Hy-Vee, check out our monthly catalog, our weekly ad, and scan the QR code to visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Traffic is horrible.
Great. Time for another one of these.
Bite into the new Primal Burrito or Biscuit with prime rib at Hardee's. See Jurassic World Dominion now in theaters.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, deep-sea explorers have found the world's deepest shipwreck 4 miles beneath the surface of the Pacific Ocean. The crew, led by renowned explorer Victor Vescovo, located the wreck of the USS Destroyer Escort Samuel B. Roberts in the Philippine Sea. This was found almost twice as deep as the wreck of the Titanic. The Sammy B sank in World War II in 1944 after fighting 3 Japanese battleships. That's pretty far down.
It's pretty far down. Only got a long way to go. Pretty far down.
Better them than us.
I'm not going that far down. No.
Okay, so rain, no rain chances?
Some rain, yes. Some rain tomorrow late in the evening. We'll start off the day with sunshine, but those thunderstorms will pass through mainly 7 to 10, and then we're back to sunshine on Wednesday, partly sunny on Thursday, more showers expected late Thursday into Friday, and then dry and sunny by the weekend.
Okay, we like that. Nice weekend ahead. Thank you for joining us tonight. Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.